Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of Sex Education. This is Season 2, Episode 5. What happened last time, though? Last time, Maeve confessed to Otis that she used to like him and still kind of does, and that totally screwed things up with him and Ola, and they might be broken up now. I'm not 1,000% sure if they actually broke up or if they're just in a fight, but I imagine the fallout from that event will continue throughout the next couple episodes. So before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying this reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 5 of Sex Education.
It's set in a futuristic Australia where nothing makes sense.
Oh, they're still
Girl's
together.
first words were cauliflower penis.
I don't get it.
You're not meant to. It's surreal.
I thought you guys were in a huge, ginormous fight. Is this a dream?
What's that noise?
It's my heart.
This must be a dream. You're part of the Matrix.
Kiss me harder.
Wake up, Ola. It's not real. Oh, is that Lily?
What's wrong?
Where's Otis?
I think I might have killed him.
Really? Okay. I knew there was something brewing between those two. I knew it.
So, where's your mate?
Yeah, he should be here.
You know, on time is...
Late.
Right.
Hey!
Hey, dude.
Sorry! Hacking disaster!
I love your jacket.
Eric, you're gonna go into the woods a boy, and you're gonna come out a man of nature. Mark my words.
Hey, come on, let's go! Come on! Let's hit it!
I love Eric with my entire heart. Still thinking about Maeve.
Don't want to hurt her.
So who's Maeve?
The love of his life.
No, well, no one. She's a friend.
Raheem? You're the wrong man for him, Raheem.
I've got an NA meeting today, and it's a friends and family session. I was hoping you could come. I've got work to do.
Yeah, she's not really wanting to go to that.
Plus, there's free biscuits.
The biscuits.
What kind?
Yeah, that might get her. All about them biscuits, baby.
Tell me about it.
Well, he's the 34th fastest Rubik's Cube in the world. He likes barbecue flavored Doritos. He bites his bottom lip when he thinks about something really difficult. And he's spoken to me exactly 26 times using a total of 556 words.
Okay, but what do you like about him?
Well, he works at Pegasus Hobbies and Games on the weekend. Why?
We're going there. Those ones rock with that outfit. Yeah, do they though? I don't know. Maybe green shoes would be better. Damn, she's really not interested in taking the bus. She's gonna become fit. Might as well run to school. Bring some shower supplies. Shower when you get there.
My wife Delilah and I, we take our little boys out of the city as much as we can. That's a nightingale.
Donde está?
Wow. It's like
That's
so pretty.
not a nightingale.
I think.
That's a crow.
Okay, I don't think we should drink whilst we hike, Dad. It's stupid.
Is he always like this? Oh, do
Yeah.
try and relax, Otis.
He's always like this, especially when you bring up your other family.
We should set up the tents first.
No, I think it's time we try to access our inner wild man. Yeah. Good lad.
I think we should get drunk
Eric's
with your dad.
so fully on board. What you doing, bruv?
I'm making you a new pan shelf.
I'm doing a vagina. I'm doing a vagina workshop in a bit, and do you think you could keep it down?
Well, it hasn't started yet.
Use my silencer. That's my James Bond impression.
It was really good. It was really good, Jakob. You did a great job.
Hi.
Christ, girl.
Honestly, don't worry about it.
Watch where you're going.
I didn't know you guys were
Friends. We're just friends.
You have casual sex sometimes.
Okay.
right. Well,
Way to toss that out there, Jackson. What a goober.
Wore the ring.
She pulled a Mitch McConnell. Just blanked.
Yeah.
You realize your shirt's on backwards, buddy. Was that an intentional choice, or are you just weird?
The man who was supposed to be their father. Shitting into a plastic bag in the middle of families. That's my biggest regret.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude. That's like a... That's a lot.
It's my daughter, Maeve, here too. She's very angry with me. But I understand her anger. And I want her to know it's okay to blame me. Because so much of her pain is my fault. I have ended up in many bad situations in my life. But I was just doing the best that I could with the tools I had at the time. I will never forgive myself for abandoning you and your brother.
Good. You shouldn't.
You'll be able to find it in yourself to forgive me.
I feel like this is almost a little bit of an ambush. Pressuring her to forgive her in front of all these people.
You don't end up in bad situations. You make bad choices.
That's true. That's how you end up in bad situations.
My brother and I, we teach this class once a week.
Where did you guys learn how to dance?
Yeah, round and about.
I don't know if he does much dancing.
I need a partner.
Perfect. Sherry, meet Maeve.
No, I can't dance.
Sorry, Maeve. Jerry's your partner.
This week's focus is on the pleasure points inside the vagina. Now, the primary pleasure point...
Oh, where's my notebook?
If your bike has been sitting in the garden for 6 years, it's probably going to be quite rusty, isn't it?
Is the bike in question your vagina?
Yes.
In
You're
fact,
Gucci. You're Gucci.
There are many ways.
Your coochie will be Gucci. Jakob, you gotta chill with the drilling, bud.
My pants fit fine.
Is this really the time? The pan shelf is necessary.
I can't get 2 seconds alone with my own thoughts because there you are again. And there, and there.
Is this the time to be having this interaction?
3 more screws.
I don't know if she's getting 3 more screws.
Okay, never have I ever had to choose between my girlfriend and the girl that I'm secretly in love with.
Oh, is this about the mysterious Maeve, huh?
Now I have to choose between cutting Maeve out my life or losing my girlfriend.
Yeah, I was in a similar situation once.
Hey, boys, don't fall down that hole.
I had a sex dream last night about a girl. Even though we didn't actually have sex, we just kissed.
She loved it.
Do you think it means something if I'm having sex dreams about girls?
I don't know. Go and ask Google like everyone else.
Yeah, Adam is not the thinking type. Some things just happen to him, and he goes along with whatever it is.
I keep seeing your mum coming in and out of NA. She looks like a character.
Yeah, well, that's none of your business.
Cynthia said that she pissed off a few years ago. Junkies are the worst.
She's been clean for 2 years.
Yeah, well, we've all heard that one before.
You don't know me.
Or her
my
mom.
mum.
Yeah.
Okay?
Nothing changes if nothing changes, right?
Did you just make that up?
No, that's a quote they use on their poster.
Is it? Oh. Nice.
Always an addict.
You're a real dick, you know.
He is. But he's also right. Once an addict, always an addict. It's an everyday a problem that they have to deal with.
I'm a pansexual, apparently.
What, like
What's that mean?
fucking pots and pans? I knew a guy who...
Oh, sorry. That was an accident.
Okay. She still has a lot of trauma from being assaulted that she has not worked through at all. Amy, we need to work through this, girl. We need to see a therapist.
Are you sure everything's okay?
Does he not know
Just feel
about
like
the
it might be
bus?
A bit strange since what happened.
Oh no, he knows about the bus. Okay. It's gonna blow your mind. You still got it. You still got it.
Why are you so chippy?
Because guys like you never see girls like me. All your conquests look like they've been made in a lab. It's transparent.
Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore, is winged Cupid painted blind.
Okay.
Thank you for today.
Right.
She's starting to like him a little bit.
I do see you, by the way. I see a girl that gave Dex her number.
See you later.
2.5 hours.
Okay.
2.5 hours. If you respond earlier, he will know.
Dad, we're lost. All right.
I like Eric's jacket, and I want it. It's okay to admit your wrongdoings, buddy.
My hat!
All right, let's just get these tents up.
They are pop-up, right?
No.
Then you just,
They're definitely not pop-up.
then it just pops up.
Mm-mm.
Pop-up fire!
Okay, you got some stuff you need to work through, man.
Why don't we get a hotel?
No, we're not getting a fucking hotel!
Hey, 2 rooms, please.
They did get a hotel.
Far too expensive.
So? She's got to do some stuff just because she wants to.
I want a divorce.
Oh shit, hell yeah, let's go. Get fucked. We hate you.
I did make choices, and I can't take them back. And nothing you can say will ever make me feel any worse than I already do.
She feels some sympathy deep down. She wouldn't have defended her earlier if she didn't. Do you want to paint her nails?
Do my nails for me, please.
Nothing ever changes until something changes, right? That goes on Maeve's side as well.
Do you remember I got detention last term with Adam?
He put his wiener in his mouth.
Gave me a blowjob. Why is your face not moving?
Because
He bullied you. For years, Eric, he's a horrible person.
No, but people can change.
If he's changed, then why is he making you sneak around at night?
It's romantic.
He's not ready to come out.
I gotta go check on my dad.
Yeah, Delilah. Something's going down with Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, and the concierge lady looks so pretty. Is that why he really came to see his son? Because his wife kicked him out?
Delilah has left
Leaving
me
you, yep.
for someone else.
If they would cheat with you, they'd cheat on you. Gotta remember that.
Oh, God.
Now you know what it feels like. This is what your wife went through. Oh, it's another dream.
What's wrong? I'm gonna kiss you.
Damn. Powerful kiss right there. I knew there was something brewing. I'm a genius. Wow. What an elaborate dream. It's blowing her mind, though. Are you gonna send that? Are you gonna send that? Send it. Remy, you slut.
Delilah didn't leave you for someone else, did she?
Nope.
You cheated again.
No.
Good thing for insurance, eh?
That's karma. Car.
You did
Mom.
get insurance, didn't you?
Big rip. Big rip. It's like, I'm not noticing you, I'm noticing her. Yeah. It's like, which one? Which one?
No!
Turn away, turn away, turn away. Good thing he didn't come on his dog. That would have been a disaster.
Really thought you came back to see me this time.
It's okay to cry, Otis.
God.
Is it Jean?
Oh,
Jeannie!
Jesus is Lord.
Jesus is the Lord. I agree, Eric.
And the nightingale was a crow.
Yep. That's a metaphor. His father was the nightingale, who's actually a crow. Oh, what are you gonna say? No! Don't say that! Don't send that, you son of a bitch! Don't choose your girlfriend.
And sometime after saying
We don't want you to choose Ola. She's great, but her and Lily got a whole thing they're about to start. The cripple boy. He got you new gas. Oh, and then she gets that text. That's a big rip.
I want to be a good father.
To its children.
I need to tell you something.
It's an important question. Probably all of them.
I love you. Love you. Why are you
I
laughing?
think she's already decided to break up with you.
You don't love me. And I've just realized that I definitely don't love you.
Are you breaking up with me?
Yes. I believe she is.
Yeah. I am.
Don't you regret that text you just sent, Maeve?
Okay, actually, just... Please go.
Now you're... don't have either girl. Poor kid. But sometimes things happen.
Would you like to be my boyfriend?
No.
I'll ask you first. Shit, no people. I don't care.
I just want Adam to be okay with them publicly being together.
I'm gonna kiss you, okay?
What, she is so much taller than her? Well, how about that? How about that? Okay. Damn. That is unfortunate. Oh, he's reading that book. The one that Raheem got him. I mean, at least tell him why. Or don't. Message sent. Ugh. Okay. I don't think any of the characters are in a happy spot right now. Things did not go well for really any character involved in the slightest. Like, everyone is in a bad spot relationally. Let's talk about Remy, Otis's dad. So I feel like we called this last time when I was like, I don't think he's here to actually see Otis. Like, he's got some ulterior motive. And he did. His motive was that he was getting kicked out. His current wife in America was kicking him out because he cheated on her. And so he came here because he had nowhere else to go. And takes the boys on a camping trip. And the general theme of his actions throughout the episode kind of centered around the fact that, like, he can't admit that he's wrong. Like, he cheated on Jean, and now he cheated on Delilah, and he throughout the whole situation hasn't been able to admit that he is in the wrong. Like, he's the bad guy in this situation. And he keeps doing the same things. He keeps acting the same way, even though it's actively hurting him, right? Like, even in the woods, they're actively lost and they're going the wrong way, and he just refuses to accept help or change or do anything that might be beneficial to their situation. And it sucks because Otis thought that he was there to see him, and he's not there to see him at all. You know, and then in the end he gets dropped by pretty much everyone. Like, he's in a spot where he's all alone, and he has to kind of reckon with himself that he's got to get help and change the person he is to be a better father. And at the end of the day, he was the guy who was presenting himself as the nightingale when he was really just a crow, and he needs to reckon with that and change who he is. And I think it gave a lot of perspective to Otis. That whole trip did, really, where Otis realized, well, I don't even know if Otis realized the right thing, right? Like, Otis kind of just pulled the thought process of, like, hey, you should be wholly focused on the person you're with, even if you don't want to be. And I don't think Otis pulled the right thing from that, because he doesn't love Ola. Right? Like, that's been clear from the beginning. Even Eric knows. He's like, you don't love her. Like, why are you focusing your efforts on her when you should just break up with her? But Otis, who has just seen his father cheat in relationships over and over again, decided, he wants to do the opposite of that, and he wants to be the one who stays in that situation, and he doesn't realize that it's the wrong decision, both in terms of how he feels, but in terms of how Ola feels. And it doesn't go well, right? He goes to Ola and he says, I love you, and she calls him out immediately. She's like, no, you don't. You don't love me, and I definitely don't love you. She's realized that she has feelings for Lily, and it's possible that she actually truly does have feelings for Lily, or it might just be like an offshoot of her frustration with Otis, but I think she has feelings for Lily, and she goes to kiss Lily at the end. Lily did not respond positively after the fact. I mean, she probably has a lot to think about for sure. You know, I don't know if she's thought about possibly being into girls at some point, or if she hasn't. If she hasn't, she has to think about all that, but then she also has to think about like the change in relationship between her and Ola, from friendship to possibly romance, and all the complications that go along with that. So, you know, neither of them are in fantastic spots. Freaking Otis isn't he's not in a fantastic spot, because Ola dumps him, and right after that, it was literally right after he made the choice to stick with Ola, sends Maeve the text message that is like, I can't see you anymore, and then gets broken up with. So now he's in a spot where he has neither of those people. Maeve, she had a lot of growth, I think, this episode in relation with her mom. I think she had to realize that at a certain point she has to give her mom a little grace. You know, her mom definitely made choices that hurt her immensely, and she's been holding that against her for a long time. But I think there has been a part of her that wants to forgive her, and that came out when she defended her to the what's his name, the guy in the wheelchair. When she defended her mom towards him, I think she realized that, you know, she needs to, you know, take a couple steps towards her mom in terms of forgiveness. But then her mom also needed to realize that the situation she's in and has been in isn't just because she like tripped and fell into those situations, right? She made choices that put her there. And so her and her mom both took steps towards reconciliation with each other, which I thought was nice. You know, just like on the poster, nothing changes unless something changes. Like, their situation wasn't going to change unless their attitudes towards it changed, and they took steps towards coming together. But then she gets that text message from Otis that is like, I can't see you anymore, so she is not going to be in a fantastic spot. I mean, she's got a little chemistry with her neighbor, but again, I don't want them to be together because I want her and Otis. Like, they're the true pairing I want. Same with Eric and Adam. I want them to be together, but something has to change for that to happen, right? Adam still is not at a spot where he feels he can be out publicly about who he is and possibly being in a relationship with a guy. Like, when he's talking to Ola earlier, he's like, oh, I only see girls. They're everywhere. And he's actively, you know, when he's whacking it, he's contemplating between the girl and the guy. And he could be bi. That could totally be a thing. He could be bi. I don't know. But, you know, he doesn't feel as though he can be with Eric publicly. And that is going to keep them apart, right? And, you know, Eric has to reckon with that. He had the talk with Otis in the hotel room where Otis is like, dude, he treated you horribly for years. And he sneaks around with you at night. Like, he's clearly not comfortable being with you. We've dealt with this kind of storyline in Heartstopper, where Ben is not willing to be publicly seen with Charlie, and the toxicity that comes with that. And so until Adam can be comfortable with people seeing that side of him, they can't be together. Someone who doesn't care about that, though, is Raheem. Raheem is totally fine with people seeing him and Eric together publicly. And by the end of the episode, they're together, like they're boyfriends. which I guess they're the two characters that ended the episode on a positive note. Even though it's not positive for me because I don't want them together. Again, Eric and Adam, OTP. I want them together, but Adam needs to reckon with himself, do some internal thinking, and some growth needs to happen. Who else? Who else had moments in this episode? Jean and Jakob. They're in a fight. I don't know if they're breaking up, but she definitely needs some space because he is there all the time. But he also he throws a little bit at her. He's like, we're in a relationship. Of course I'm gonna be here. Like I'm gonna be present in your life. We're dating. But I think those two just need to come to a slight compromise, just slightly, where it's like, okay, we're not married, so there has to be some space. There's got to be some moments where you're not here, and you need to be a little more conscious of your presence on this household, right? And don't be drilling. Even if you want to make her a pan shelf, wait until her seminar on vaginas is over. like I love you, Jakob, but you gotta be a little bit more conscious of the situation. And so who knows what's gonna happen with them. I think they can be good together now that Otis and Ola broke up, but who knows? What else? Oh, Adam's mom and dad getting a divorce. Love that. Adam's dad sucks. I hope he gets hit by a truck. He's the worst. And I love that his wife is divorcing him. She got a vibrator, so she's like, damn, this is what it's supposed to feel like. She's like, I don't need this man. Like, even when he was touching her, he wasn't doing that good a job. So she's like, you know what? I think she realized that the possibility of him coming around wasn't going to happen. And in terms of like being satisfied, she can now satisfy herself. So she's like, I have no reason to still be in this relationship. And so she hit him with the divorce, the big D. And I'm psyched about that. I'm glad that they're separating. Hopefully Adam lives with his mom, right? Kick the dad out. Hopefully he lives with his mom. And positive growth ensues. Oh, Amy. Amy had moments. Her and Steve. They're fine together, right? I don't have any strong feelings necessarily pertaining towards their relationship, but I have strong feelings about Amy and her trauma that she has not dealt with, right? Like, she didn't want to talk about it with her mom. She doesn't want to talk about it with Steve. It's clearly still affecting her, where to the point where like she is walking everywhere. She doesn't want to ride the bus because it gives her PTSD to do that. And she doesn't want to, get intimate with her boyfriend because that's also giving her PTSD. And so she's clearly still dealing with a lot of trauma, which makes sense, right? Like, that's a traumatic thing. She was assaulted. You can't expect that to like go away, or for that to just like, for that to be something that she can just like work through easily. Like that, it's totally okay that she has to process that. But I think she does need to go through the process of processing it, like working through it. She needs to talk to a therapist, preferably. Maybe talk to Jean. Although I don't know if Jean... I mean, granted, Jean is like a sex therapist, but I don't know if she would necessarily be the right one to talk to about, like, being assaulted. If that makes sense. Like, maybe see a trauma therapist. Right? There's got to be therapists that specialize in this type of event. So I think seeing one of those would be very helpful for Amy, just working through the event and how it's affected her so that she can move forward in a healthy way. I think that would be beneficial. But yeah, this was kind of the down in the dumps episode for most people. Like, most of the characters involved are kind of left out to dry on their own, not in a spot where they're seeing a lot of joy from their relationships, right? And hopefully, now that we've hit now that we've hit, you know, the bottom for a lot of them, the only way to go is up. And I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. But let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me and helps my channel grow. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.